Hello everybody. Hi, it's Dmitry from Dmitry Creations. As I mentioned before, and we are releasing our new DJB controller, been released, and if you're seeing this video, probably it's already online. And I just want to show you a quick sample how I assemble DJB board. And basically I'm not gonna do explanation about how everything works and about components. I just do a short brief explanation while I'm assembling the board. So basically this is a DIY kit you see right now. It's you have to assemble yourself. You are gonna need to assemble, you just need two parts. You're gonna need side cutters, like make it nice cut for the legs, for the components, and you have a soldering iron. And I like to have like a nice with really kind of medium fine bit. I mean, it's and we're gonna get this nice box, and they have going to be some pockets inside. One of the pockets is going to be containing your main brain. It's your Arduino Nano. It's already been pre-programmed and tested for you. Okay, it's all code is there, and no additional programming required from a computer. You're gonna need to program for your I'll show how to set your servo limits, everything, but everything gonna be on board, no more computer needed. Okay, so it's your main brain, put aside. DF player, that's where you're gonna insert your micro SD card with your MP3 files. It's gonna be your ambient and trigger audio files. Those files driving your servo, Joe servo. And once again, this controller will come with you can control a Joe servo, and 4 additional servos gonna do random movement, excellent for your 3-axis skull or any animatronics require just random, just slow movement servos. And main thing, it was designed for to drive job. So let's concentrate on assembly, because video been done already how we can program it. You can find on the description how to do programming this controller, but I just gonna show assembly. It's gonna be your another plastic bag is with electronic components, your like LEDs, capacitors, resistor, pads. It's some electronic components, so we're gonna put it here aside. Another packet is gonna be with also electronic components, but I call it mechanical components. It's just a switch, a button, jacks, etc. and your board. So that's your board you're gonna play around. And I will, in my kit, I will line up your resistors. It's already tested. I put them in easy for identification, their values right here, and your PCB board. And first thing first, I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're not gonna assemble this board. We're gonna assemble another board right here. It is almost identical board, but as you see, it's a little bit bigger. What I did this one, this is a prototype. I add a microphone jack. It's a 1/4-inch jack for microphone input, and it's a switch for a micro MP3. And what it does, some members and some people request, oh, can I drive audio from microphone? So can I do live audio from microphone? Can I do the servo? Yes, you can. That's a prototype I'm testing right now. I don't think it's gonna stay this way, because I would like to have microphone input and switch outside, because if you're gonna mount this board inside of your skull or prop, it's gonna be hard to access the switch. So I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this part, and they're gonna be just some connectors. This is just a prototype. So we're gonna assemble this one, the same board, same assembly, but it's just a prototype, and 2 additional parts. I'm gonna install it later. But the main thing is just it's a prototype. And also this one, a new version will have your controller will have relay output, because some people asking, can I instead of driving servo, can I drive a motor, for example, perhaps from Home Depot or perhaps from Spirit Halloween, they're not using servos, they're using like 5 to 6 volt motors to drive jaw. Yes, you can. You just control your connect your relay board right here, and so drive your motor through the relay. Okay, so that's going to be, it's additional to your new version coming in. So, but that's it. But we're going to assemble this one. The same assembling, and just 1, 2, 3 extra components going to be here. It's just a prototype, so don't pay attention for that. Okay, so that's your kit coming in. So what we're going to do from your kit, we're going to remove we're going to need resistors. We're going to put this board aside because we're not assembling this one. We're going to assemble that board, and we're going to assemble this one. Put box on the side. We don't need it anymore. Save it. It's a nice container. I love to use a small container. You can put your parts. So what we're going to do, we are that's our board. We're going to start with small components in from the middle to outside. So small to big, from middle to outside, because when you put small components and put big one later, it's easy to work with small one first. You can put your fingers, and you can easy to hold them. And I'm not using any tape, and that's my way to assembly. I'm just using my finger to hold and do pretty fast. So we're just gonna concentrate on assembly right now. So how I assemble this board. Okay, that's your board. So we're gonna start with small components. With let's do resistors first. So these packets with electronic we can put aside, because resistors, they are tiny, small, and it's easy to work. So let's do this board. My advice to you, if you don't have it, please buy it. It's a very nice device. You can it's a multifunctional tester. You can test resistors, diodes, capacitors, etc. Multiple components can be transistors. It tell you value, tell you it's basically it's your like regular tester, but it's just a plug and play. Plug a component here, lock it, please start, tell you the value. For example, we're gonna start with 100 ohms. I tell you just example, just double check me, because you know we're humans, we do mistakes. Open up. We're gonna 2 different pins. You have 1, 2, 3 pins, so make sure you connect the 2 different ones. Click value, and tell you, so 97 ohms. It's close because it's a digital part, and we have 10% plus minus difference. So that's 100 ohms, so we correct. So a very nice unit you can get from Amazon or from AliExpress. It's rechargeable, works on a battery. Battery lasts about like 4 or 5 months. Okay, and it has a sleep mode. Also has infrared resistor tester. When you're shooting with infrared light, it tell you your infrared address right here. So it's a very nice tool to have. And let's concentrate on assembly. So here's my 100 ohms. So like I said, we're just gonna do assembly. So 100 ohms shows 100 right here. We're gonna stick it here. Oops. Okay, that's polarity doesn't matter. It's resistors. Okay, so we're gonna use our 100 ohms. We're gonna put in that's 100 ohms resistor. Remember, and the 100 ohms goes here. And also I'm using let me clear my tablet a little bit. I'm using this, it's called a third arm. That's using this a lot. So if you're a guy like you work with electronics, I'm sure you have one. If not, get one yourself. So that you can hold components, and also you can hold your solder right here. So let me test it, because I'm using camera, and basically I have to like position myself. Okay, so I'm not using tape to hold components. I'm just using straight soldering with my finger. I know it gets hot, but if you're doing fast, it should be fine. I get used to it. That's how I'm doing. Okay. Okay, pretty nice. Okay, I'll try to stay, let me adjust camera a little bit. Okay, I know my camera for some reason is overheating and some video disappeared, so I just solder like 150 ohms and 100 ohm resistor right here from our lineup. So the next one is going to be 1K. So we're going to put 1K. Remember, polarity for resistors does not matter for this type. Okay, and I'll try to, so we're going to stick to the holes of the legs. Okay, push them inside. Here we go. Make sure they're nice and clean. Try to keep them flush in the center. So you have to be like nice. You're making your own board. Make sure you like your board. So we're doing 1K right here. Flip it over. So I'm holding with my finger. I don't spray. That's why people spread apart to hold it. I don't, because otherwise it will be sideways soldering and holding kind of like looks weird. That's why I'm holding with my finger like that. Third arm holding my solder, so one arm here and my solder is right here. Sorry. Oops. Okay, it's right here. So I have to be in frame and I have to watch what I'm doing on my screen, and at the same time I'm watching, make sure timer is going. Okay, hit it, that's good. Cut. Okay, it's nice and clean. So next one is gonna be, let's do 10K, or let's finish 1K. So we do side by side, 1K to 1K. Okay, just nice bend. Okay, just line up like that. It's nice and cool. I like it. Just hold it with your finger, flip it over, get your solder. A bit heat. Touch with the solder, it will flow inside. Fill the hole. Nice mushroom right there. Okay, I think I got interrupted because it's my phone ring. So so once again, let me check my camera. I'm gonna see what's gonna make sure it's got recorded. So we're doing pin number 1, last pin, whatever pin, just 2 side pins. And that make sure you're connected straight. It's a female pin for DF player. And now continue with you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like another pins in the middle. Just fill them up. In this case, what we're gonna do, I'll show you what usually I'm doing right here. So you use your third arm, you can hold it like that. I want to make sure you see it. Let me get a solder. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So we have pins in the middle. Okay, I don't want to be on your way, so let's do this way. So you heat it up, touch, okay, just check it. Nice and shining, fill all of them. So nice mushrooms. Let's clean a little bit. So kind of like make sure it's okay, that's good, because it's I'm away from my camera. Okay, cool, great. Let's do this lineup. I've seen that before. Okay, push all the way in. So just make sure you're holding. Let me show you see it this way. Yeah, make sure it's vertical. Right here. Let me get my solder. I'm out of solder right now. Okay. So once again, make sure it's nice and vertical, using my finger to make it vertical. So just solder one pin right now, and that will hold it all together. Okay, perfect. Now go back. Okay, it's straight. If it's not straight, go back. Hit that same pin and wiggle it. Make sure you found. Make sure it's going straight. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a pin from opposite side. Put it together. Great. Nice and clean. And let's finish all of them. So we're using again that third arm to hold it. Okay, just double check. See, it's nice and clean, perfect, shiny, beautiful. Cool. Now let's do nano. Same thing. Just see, like I'm wiggling. I found the position like vertical. Okay, that's my vertical right here, and we can use this pin. It's right here in front of us, right next to the solder. Okay, nice solder right here. Just make sure it's nice and vertical. A little bit to the left. Okay, it's perfect. Now to secure a pin from other side. Okay, perfect. Now finish all of them. So we're gonna do same way, like that. We hold it like that. Let's do this way. I want to make sure you're in frame. Okay, good. So let's go. Okay, all of them looks done, nice and shiny. Just flip it over. Others looking alike. That's good. No bridges across. Good. Let's do this lineup. That's why I told you. See, like we're starting with small parts, we're going higher. So and we're building up this board. Just look and make sure it's straight. Okay. Okay. Okay, a little bit sideways, so let's correct that one. So we're using just heat it up and move it. See, if I heat it up, I can move it. Just make sure it's nice and straight. Not a bit, it's too much. It's perfect. Nice and straight. Now let's do another pin from opposite side. Okay, perfect. And let's finish all of them. I think this way probably, so if you guys can see it. There we go. I need more solder. Let's finish piece anyway, and I'll just switch this other. It's moving. It's moving on me. Let me make sure it's stable. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, I want to make sure you see it. Okay, good. Oops, it's not enough. It was empty. Okay, let me get more solder. I'm out of it. It's hard to see. I think this one is the last one. Yeah, I don't see. I wish my magnifying is too far away from the board. It's okay. This is like let's see. Let's check all of them. Looks clean, looks nice and shiny. Okay, looks good. And what else left? I think we're pretty much done. This jumper, that's your setup jumper, put on the side right here. That's going to be designed for your, so when you're ready to do programming, just follow another video how to do program your board for your limits, servo limits up and down, and your speed and your eyes, LED eyes. So that to go to setup mode, you have to put right across of it. If so, when you're not in use, put on the side. So only one pin, okay, just like that. And second pin going to your internal power right here. So between right here it's like 5 volt in. So basically that will utilize this power. And when you need additional power to power just servo, you move that pin to this position. That will power just, that give you power for the servo from this end, and this power will stay just to power your electronics. Okay, and pretty much that's it. If you are you're done, I'm gonna solder these two more components right now. That's our optional, it's a prototype I'm testing, and with a microphone input. So I need to solder and test it. And if you want to stick around just 5 more minutes, do it. If not, if you're tired of my speaking stuff, you're free to go. Okay, and oh, let's do this one while you're here. So basically your Arduino right here, you remove it. Make sure your all pins is straight. See, this pin is like it's a little bit bended. Okay, just like that. Make sure it's straight. Make sure they line up. This side, see this side also a little bit bended. Okay, so nice, perfect. Power goes outside. Also, see power is right here. It's much. You can see it right here. And so just put it just like that. It's perfectly. Sometimes they don't go well. So just make sure they line up straight. And just make sure both sides line up. Make sure it's like it's a bit right here, right here. Don't force it because you can damage it. Right here, see, like it's halfway, halfway. When they're all the way halfway, just push it in. You're done. Nano is inserted. And same thing with your DF player. DF player card goes outside because no way you can put a card in. So we put a card from this side. Same thing, just line up all pins right here. Make sure it's right here, right here. They line up, push it in. That's it. So your board, that will continue. Board is assembled. Let me finish this one. And that's my prototype. And that's for the microphone input. Let's do this small connector first. That's a switch between mic and MP3. So you can switch to the mic. Mic will work. You can control your jaw with microphone. And just servo or your motor if you decide to use a relay, or you can use also that relay to run a pneumatic if you wanna. One time we did a pneumatic talking. It was a Tiki big tiki. So it's only way to drive that jaw. It was use a pneumatic, so we use the same concept. Okay, that switch is right here. Let me get more solder for the 6 pins. Okay, so that switch is done. Right. Okay. Yeah, this I think we're gonna need to remove that that side of the board to make separate board, because if you want to use a constantly microphone, it's fine. But if you want to use microphone and switch to MP3 and go back, if that board is mounted in your prop, that's a problem. But I want to make sure it's working first. Okay, so they don't light up. That's for the big 1/4-inch microphone connector. Okay, they are sticking a little bit far away, so I'm thinking I can cut them, make it a little bit shorter. Yeah, let's do this one. So yeah, let's do it like that. I can bend them too, but oh, that's interesting. You don't want to cut. Okay. Oh my god, this is like no good anymore. It's okay. It's time to get new ones. They're cheap. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I have one other side cut right here. It's like it's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's okay, perfect, good. First, the memory circuit needs to be heated up to fill those spacing. Let me get more solder. Okay. Okay. And last one. Okay, perfect. So this is a finish our assembly line. And here we go, enjoy. So that's how you're putting your DIY kit together. Don't pay attention to this part, because you're getting this part. Okay, enjoy guys, watch for my next video, next project.